Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We are going to go into HomeSense today. I think I may have told you we were going to do home goods today and I misspoke. I wanted to do the HomeSense video today. They have a lot of really cool new things in the store. Let's go in and check out what's new, and if you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone on this beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. This location is in the Dr. Phillips area. We've got full summer coming into all of our stores now. So we've got this statue here. That statue is a Thomasville branded statue. It'd be beautiful out in the garden. And then we have all sorts of super fun backyard games, coolers. I'm trying to remember, this is $25. One of you asked me to get you some information on picnic baskets. And for the life of me, I cannot remember if it was the soft-sided picnic baskets or if it was a hard-sided, like woven one. So I apologize. But we've got all of our summer floats. We've got little paddle games. What else do we have here? That was like a huge floating mat. The big outdoor kitchen. There's that Weber grill again. Really, I still haven't purchased it. They've got it in a bunch of the stores now. I don't know. I'm telling you all, it takes me so long to make up my mind for something. It is $300. It's actually a very good purchase compared to purchasing it anywhere else. The cheapest I could find it was through Ace Hardware, and it was still like 100 and something more than that. So something in here is $20, but I don't think it's the little boat. Something else is $20. I couldn't find what it is it has a metal inside so you can put beverages in it, which I thought that was really cool. $1,300. This is that Nate Berkus outdoor dining set that is gorgeous. These lanterns, these are new. They're wood. These are beautiful. They're solar. Might want to keep those out of the weather. $50 for that one. Our humidity and our summers are tough on wood items down here, so we have to be careful with stuff like that. $2,000 for this outdoor patio set. We saw this last time we were in, and I really like this set. I'm actually surprised it's still here. $600. We've got these two swivel chairs with that center table right there. The striped pillows, those are extra. Those are $20 extra. $500 over here. I like this little detail of the wood down on the bottom. These also swivel, a little bit smaller scale. Might be super cute for a smaller front porch or a little patio. These are Polywood brand rockers. So if you don't know, Polywood is like that wood look. It's a resin type material, but Polywood is colored all the way through. So these are $200 each. They're rocking chairs. Polywood are super durable. That's what we put on our front porch, but mine are like a turquoise. Mine are not rockers. Mine are kind of like a tropical color here. So we'll look around a little bit. They have that great big giraffe back in the store. All right, so this set, we've got two chairs, two ottomans, the table. That is $800. That's the Martha Stewart branded. $600 if you need a giant giraffe with fabulous eyelashes. Y'all, seriously, she has gorgeous eyelashes. I'm so jealous. Look at her. If you need this in your yard, I think someone needs to buy it, put it in their backyard so it's like looking over your neighbor's fence, just to kind of play with them. You know, just in case you got an extra $600 to play around with. I always wonder where these items go. Where do they go? Who buys them? So I don't think I've ever been able to stand back and show you all how expansive the lighting department is right there. And there's a lot of clearance items. This patio set right here reminds me, we just went to West Elm and they have a set that looks so similar to this. So I think this is a good dupe. $2,500. 2 chairs, the sofa, and this great big ottoman. And I appreciate that they keep everything covered in plastic. I wish more stores would do that. I went into a Home Goods today in Kissimmee in the Loop, and I barely got any content. The store was a shambles. There were people lounging on furniture. It was wild. So I only got a little bit of content, and then I left because everything just felt junky. I was surprised. I was really, really surprised. There are a ton of lamps in here on clearance right now. There had to have been 4 big tables set up with clearance lamps. This one here's kind of cool. It's got little fish on it. Red, white, and blue. $55 for this one. We are getting our second HomeSense store, and it's opening up in the Lake Nona area, which if you're familiar with Orlando, it is just south of the airport. These lamps, by the way, $250, they're giant. So it's supposed to open up, I think, in the next month. So we will have that store on our rotation also. I'm super excited about that. So $70 for this one. Got some neutral colors over here. This one's kind of cool. I like that one. $70. Ooh, this one kind of tucked away in the back too. It was a square base. Pretty. This one here, $60. The floor lamp right there. Good selections in there. Then over here on this table, nothing was clearance over here, but there were some pretty blue choices. $120 for this one. It's a very pretty lamp. I love that color blue. Super funky green right there in the middle. Love that one for $50. Then we've got a lot of our outdoor patio pillows over here. Good blues. These are all 2-packs over here. I like that natural woven material right along the edge. Really fun black and white stripe on that one. This is an indoor pillow that just somehow made its way over here, but we'll take a look at it while we're here. It's pretty. I do love that brand. They have good pillows. So these pillows were a little bit confusing to me. They appeared to be outdoor, but they also kind of appeared to be indoor. And there was nothing clearly tagged on these that said specifically outdoor. That is $40 for that one. I love this linen look on the back side. They were pretty, but I'm confident that those might be indoor pillows. $30 for that one. Also very pretty floral. Yeah, these are definitely indoor pillows back here. All right, floor lamps on sale. This big one is $100. So that's Thomasville. The one on the very bottom shelf right there for $70, that one's also a Thomasville. That coordinates quite well with that floor lamp. These are pretty with the glass and the black base on those. $50 for those. These are neat. The inside of the shade has a floral pattern. I can almost barely reach that, but it looks like a book. Those are $50. I think those are darling. This one here is $90. Has a really fun scalloped shade in a natural woven material, and then also has that scallop on the base. They've got some nautical in here. Then the two on each side have that like ombre effect. I love those. This lamp back here, this $40 one, this is a good knockoff of something that you might find over at West Elm. Kind of very much had that kind of similar look. There's another one of those bird lamps over here. This one has an acrylic base on it. And I kind of love the natural lampshade that they paired with that. That one's really fun. See, look at the sea of red tags over here, y'all. It's a big, big sale. The stores, even the home goods stores right now, there's a lot of clearance items. So $50. This same exact lamp right here that's $50, we just saw that one at Kirkland's the other day. And if for some reason you all did not see the Kirkland's video and the IKEA video, you may have to go back and look for it. YouTube sent out of the thing. Anyhow, there was something happened. There was a system-wide error. The videos did not get pushed. So if you did not see those videos, you may have to go to my channel and actually look for those. So I apologize. I sent in the little help ticket and they'd said it was already a known issue. So they're so good about taking care of that. Honestly, they're so easy to work with. We've got more floor lamps back here. Love these. Another clearance table. And I mean, y'all, there's good lamps in here. Just come to Orlando. We'll go shopping. Swing into one of the theme parks. Yeah, there's some really good deals in here. This is a Morris & Co. base and shade on that one. $50 for that one, pretty good deal. And we've got the back wall over here. What all do we have going on? We're starting to see some fans come in. It's that time of the year that we kind of go a little crazy with fans at Home Goods. These are interesting. They had this like little wrapped, it was leather wrapped down the to the base of the lamp. Just a good, nice white lamp right there. That one is $70. I like that one far up to the right, that like charcoal, maybe it's black with the white on it. That one's really neat. I like this one. It has a square shade, a square crystal base. That one is $70. $60 for this one. Those are good. Ooh, and then here's the bird lamp paired with a teal shade with gold on the inside. $80. Those are fabulous like that. All the stores seem to pair them with like a different shade. I've seen them with black shades. I don't think I'd seen the teal with the gold inside. These are very pretty. $70, beautiful kind of delicate pink. I love the scallop shade on those. $80, good floor lamps. And then back here we've got the big packs of, so in each one of these you're getting the base cushion and a back cushion. So if you need cushion replacement, you've got those options here. Also, the at-home store has fantastic cushions, so if you have access to an at-home store and you need to redo cushions too, don't forget they have good cushions there. So we've got options. But a lot of really pretty colors in here and a lot of really good patterns. I like the black and white palm. The greens in there are pretty. And then we've got some fun stacking chairs over here. This one is $60. It was a very nice, generous sized chair on that one. $50 for this one. I would put it more mid-size on that chair. These tables, they're $100. They are solar tables. So you've got your solar panel on top. And then the light, I'll tip it here, is underneath. So you can kind of see that square panel under there. New nightstands. These are $130. Black wood with these gorgeous stone tops. Very pretty. I love marbles, stones, things like that, so I always kind of obsess a little bit over stone tops. This one is beautiful, $150. It was like a good iron type base, and then it had this travertine stone center in the table. So these are $250. These were nice size with this cool acrylic. Sorry, as I pulled it, the shelving unit pulled a little bit, so we're not gonna pull everything down. Our little beverage stands. I'm gonna put the camera all the way up here to see if we've got stone tops. We do. So these are all $70. These tables are fantastic to put in an area where you just don't have a lot of space for a big coffee table or an end table, but you still want to have some place to put a beverage or glasses down. These are $100, and then we still have some of the ART collection bouncing around the stores. Just a good neutral wood right there. $150 for that one. $80 for this one, and I love the detail in here. Trying to see what else we might have new. This store always has good new stuff. So we've got a wood table here, the top stone also. I love those because you can pull those up in front of like a sofa where you're sitting or a chair. Be able to kind of pull it in front of you a little bit. We've got some good benches. I like this nightstand. I saw it last time I was in. It had just a little bit of kind of like an antique flair. This modern light fixture right here, $130. I'm going to show you another light fixture that I fell in love with. See that really big one behind the basket looking one? That's all like the black wire with that whole kind of candelabra inside and the gold balls that go all the way around. I love that light fixture. It's so big. I love it. It is $500. That is a great light fixture. I have nowhere to put it in my current house, but in my last house, that would have been amazing in the family room. So let's go back over here to the nightstands, side tables over here. Let's see what else we have. I'd completely got sidetracked with that fixture when I saw it. So this is $130. I love this blue. This is $250. All right, so now compared to Kirkland's, some of these nightstands in here are close price-wise, but I still think these are a little bit nicer. Got a Thomasville here for $250. It's a good cabinet. Could be an end table nightstand in the foyer. And I think I had mentioned in the Kirkland's video, if by example, like you need a longer piece, but you happen to like, not this one because it's rounded, but the ones that are square, you could get a few of them if you can find them and put them together to make a long enough like credenza or a long enough cabinet that you need. Lots of clearance furniture over here also. There's clearance furniture, clearance rugs also. This is $200 for that one. This one here is $475. Yeah, I recall that one was really expensive. So these are kind of cool bar stools. $120 for those. These are $80. Kind of like those also. There's a great big cabinet in there for $700. That is huge. On the big side also, $45 for that ottoman. That was a really big ottoman. $200 for the burl wood end tables. These are outdoor patio chairs. Those are $70. You got two of those. You could pair them with a bistro table outside. That would be kind of fun. We've got some ottomans on sale over here. Some swivel, some don't. That $55 blue one did swivel. This did not have a price tag on it, although it is in the clearance area. It is beautiful. The legs have casters on those. So we've got some furniture on clearance. Kind of like the simplicity of this one. Very mid-century feeling to this sofa. Loose back pillows. There's the tag. $550. That's not a bad deal at all for a sofa. $300 for this chair. Let's see what else. Is that $325 for that one? This one is not on sale. This one is $400. I have seen this exact chair at a few of the home goods stores also. Then right in front of that, $350. Not on sale, but the pattern is beautiful. Kind of feels a little like the William Morris & Co. patterns. $400 for that one. Y'all, I cannot believe that these blue chairs are still in the store. I love these. They are $300. It is a gorgeous blue-gray. They're comfortable, kind of mid-size. They've got casters on there. The styling, I kind of love these. But again, there's sometimes I come in and I think, oh, that piece is going to be gone right away. And then I go back in a week or two, and 4 weeks later, it's still there. $180 for those. I have seen those tables also at Home Goods. These are new. These are Universal branded. Not sure you can see, so there's two of them there. Big acrylic handles, love that. And it's like a black and beige pattern. For the life of me, I cannot figure out why that floral arrangement is $400. I don't know, but I was dumbfounded. I literally stood there, I think, for 5 minutes looking around it, trying to figure out why that would be $400. One of you probably knows. It's probably some something brand, right? And that's why it's like, help me understand why that would be $400. Lots of the 4th of July items. Patriotic, I think, is we're just going to end up calling it, because you could use it throughout the year, not just the 4th of July. These are fun. They're metal bunting. So $20 for each of those. We've got a good variety of wreaths in here. These are all that little carved wood. So those are hats. I think those are awesome. We've got some Raydon coffee cups down here. We've got plastic dishes for entertaining. I love the little red around the edges on that one. $6 for that pack. These serving trays are adorable. I love the napkins. That striped candy, I'm not going to lie, it did look a little janky in the back. Some of the pieces just look discolored. So I was like, I don't know what's going on with that. But there are some adorable items in here. And a lot of these items are over at Home Goods also. The metal bow, the burlap wreath. That one is $25. The stars were metal. All right, they had a lot of outdoor items at this store, which normally the majority is over at Home Goods. They normally only have like 2 aisles over here, but they had a lot at this store. I think this flower pot is gorgeous. It's a nice lightweight. It's kind of that metal material, had the gold inside. The pattern on the outside I thought was beautiful. $30 for that one. These little decorative tables, we have seen these over at Home Goods also. We saw plenty of the watering cans in the stores. All sorts of different flower pots. The, oh my goodness, this Highland cow, it was was it the Chiquita banana that she wore all the fruit headdress? That's just made me think of that. We have this little cat hiding back in there. And gorgeous pottery. There's another one of those cats. Let me move this so we can see. Make sure I got a handle on that one. There we go. $80 for that flower pot in the front. That's gorgeous blue and white. There are so many of these adorable little bird houses in the stores. I hope your stores have them. They have them in a variety of colors and styles, and also beautiful flower pot. We've got a bird feeder. Just some neutrals. The things that are in those green containers are called kissing. It said kissing balls, but it looked like dried coral to me. Love this kind of peachy pink. The watering can is $30. We've got outdoor solar pathway lights. Those are fun. The top of it is a glass ball that has that crackle look to it. Outdoor solar lights down there on the bottom. Those are pretty. I did find these chairs, $300 each. These are new. I like the wood base and the stripe. These are also new. These were super comfortable, by the way. Very generous in size. $500 each for those. You can kind of see the style of those on the side. They do swivel. And then the store had a ton of florals, which is interesting because normally my Home Sense store only has a little bit of florals, but I think the stores are overflowing with florals this year. So I think they just shipped them over here, moved them over. But a lot of different, choices of stems in here. The yellow flowers, those are potted. Let's see what else we have up here. A fairy, some of the rechargeable lights. Okay, I'm going to show you these. These are solar wall lights. So obviously you've got to have sun on the house to light those up. I think those are really, really nice. They had them in that leaf pattern, and then that little birdhouse is adorable. And then there's bird ones over here. I think those would be so fun on the outside of the house, or along like maybe a wood fence that gets a lot of sun. That might be gorgeous. I love the yellows and the blacks in here. There's more of those little bird houses there. That one's got the little bunnies on there. And speaking of bunnies, these little adorable statues for the garden. This little funny guy, he is just round and adorable. Oh, there's little cat statues in here. Hold on here. This is new. This green, that's really fun. Beautiful watering cans, and then let's take a peek at some art. Kind of like these retro looking pieces. The store didn't have a ton of new art, so we'll have to give it a little bit and check. I wandered around, there was a handful of coastal items, and I have to admit, I think I'm kind of worn out with the coastal art. It does not mean that I don't like it or don't think it's pretty in anyone's home. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like right now the stores are in this space where there's just not anything really kind of new and exciting in terms of artwork, and it's just, for us in Florida, we are bursting at the seams with coastal decor. Like, this is pretty. It is coastal, but it is pretty. I like the soft colors in there. And I do love this kind of like funky old school looking, like tropical. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, just when I'm going through the art department area, it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like it's the same thing in every store right now. So the sailboats, we've seen those in a bunch of the stores. And then this is the artwork that's printed on linen, $150 for this one. Let's check out oh, these are cute. Okay, non-coastal, love this. $60 for that one, also some non-coastal. All right, so we found some pieces, but then we're right back at the coastal. They just have a lot of that artwork right now in the stores. All right. And with that, everyone, I think we are going to wrap it up. I hope you all have a beautiful Sunday. Take care, be safe. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great one, everyone.